Hey, what's up you guys? Before we dive in some mud to find some shoes, I want to give a big shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers memberships with meaning, with so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. So I wanted to kick off 2020 and invest to upgrade my financial IQ, my financial literacy. So I'm really investing in my time with looking up how to invest my money, where to invest my money, what is a IROth, what is a 401k. Skillshare is definitely a place for me to learn how to play the ukulele, how to learn to play the guitar, and to puppy train my dog. Skillshare is incredibly affordable at less than $10 a month. You don't need to take a costly loan to learn. So the first 500 people who sign up using my link will get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for $3.99. Slots will be limited, so be sure to sign up right now so you don't have to worry about it later. Sorry guys, my dog was running too fast that it broke your screen. Hey, what's up y'all? It's John Manalo, aka she called me daddy, but I don't even know her mama. And I'm just out here at the dog park spending time with my baby girl, you know. So as we're trying to go home and wrap it up, she's very insistent on going underneath the bridge. So I was trying to follow where her nose was taking her. And thankfully there wasn't any ugly monsters underneath the bridge, except for this one on your screen right now.
Where do you see it? Come here.
And so at this point she was pulling pretty hard. So I was guessing that she was getting close to what she wanted to find.
What do you find, Brady?
And it looks like she found something over here. And she is sniffing around this boulder, so I'm just gonna lift it up and see what's underneath.
What's up?
Yo, you won't believe what I just found underneath this rock. I wonder how long this shoe has been down here. Alright, we'll just take it home and figure out what kind of shoes these are. Damn, these shoes are looking crustier than your third toe. These shoes need a whole lot of TLC, LCT back to back. Alright you guys, with my track record, I feel like there's something living inside of the shoes. So I'm just gonna use this rope and see if there's anything living inside. Wait. Did the tongue just move just now? Alright, we're gonna shake the shoes up vigorously to make sure whatever's inside will not be inside no more. And whatever's inside is latching on pretty hard. Hey, this is actually a pretty good workout, guys. Oh my god, it's Mr. Krabs, who lives in a Nike SB under the sea. Can you guys believe that these guys were like, holy shit! Damn, Mr. Krabs almost shot my finger off. So while Mr. Krabs is trying to attack me, the other Mr. Krabs is trying to make a run for it. Have you guys ever been to an Asian supermarket and just started messing with the blue crabs? Like, I would mess around with them with a pair of tongs and see if they would clip on it. Alright, I'm just gonna see if there's anything else. What? This is ridiculous. What the HE double hockey sticks is this? So you're telling me Squidward and Mr. Krabs were both in these shoes? And did you guys know that squids have a beak? So that is their beak right there. And Mr. Krabs is just hella pissed at Squidward for some reason. Alright, well, unfortunately for them, they landed in an Asian home, so you know what that means. I'm just gonna fire up the portable stove, get my hot pot, and the hot pot mix. Alright, after a delicious dinner, we're gonna use this beautiful faucet to remove all of the mud, all of the muck off of the shoes to reveal what kind of shoes they are. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you don't want these crabs to go in your shoes and pinch your toes. The last thing you want is Mr. Krabs pinching your toes, so be sure to like this video and subscribe if you have not already. So I'm feeling stuff from the bottom of the sink and I caught these broken shells inside of the shoes. And look what else we found. We found an oyster shell. I'm kidding, relax. It's a clamshell, guys. So I'll be using Rejuvenator to clean these shoes up. But we're having a special deal going on for the month of February only. So if you type in Manalo30, you'll have 30% off your entire order only for the month of February. So take advantage of this offer right now. And I recommend getting the ultimate kit since that'll be the cheapest it'll ever be. So I'm using the medium bristled brush on the upper leather material. This will really agitate the dirt embedded in the leather and loosen it up. For the tongue liner and sock liner, I'm using the soft bristle brush because I don't want to fray the fabric material inside of the shoes. Alright, so now that we have a clear idea on what we want to do to the shoes, it's going to be a shit ton of work. I mean, first of all, the soles are completely bald. There's literally no grip on these soles whatsoever anymore. And just to give you a slight idea of what they should look like, there should be deep indentations within the rubber sole for grip. Unfortunately, there is no donor available, so we are just gonna reuse the same soles but whiten them at the same time. So the sole sauce I'll be using is from Raleigh Restorations. You can find it on their website at raleighrestorations.com, and you can use my code Manalo for a discount. And this technique that I'm about to do is inspired by Vetiver. He's the first one that I saw to do this, to wrap up your soles nice and tight. And if you guys are a fan of my channel, you guys will love his channel because it's all straight up ASMR. So if you guys want to check it out, go subscribe to him. So with the soles all sauced up, I'm just gonna put them in my weed bot in my light machine and then let it do its thing. And I have the uppers in front of a fan so it'll dry a lot faster. So after a few sessions, they turned back to coke white. And so after this, I'm just gonna run them underneath the sink and remove any excess sauce that is still lingering on the soles. And this is just to remind you how yellow they were before, and after a few sessions of sole sauce, this is how white they became. So what I used to whiten the tongue on these guys was Clorox bleach. Clorox will not work on 100% of all material. You have to know what kind of materials you're working with, otherwise it'll make it worse. So for this concoction, I'm going to be mixing water with Rejuvenator sneaker laundry detergents, and I'm also going to be using bleach as well. And after a few sessions, I did see a large improvement. I saw these shoes at my local Nike outlets and copped them for like 60 to 70 bucks because they were on sale. They look kind of weird, so I guess that's the reason why they're in the outlets. But yeah, man, so instead of reusing the original rubber soles, I want to put on fresh soles because they do deserve brand new life. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the thread that is stitched around the midsole. And you can see these threads right here, and I'm just going to pull them from the exterior at this point right here, and I'm just going to go all the way around the shoe. Yeah, the soles are pretty tough to separate, so what I'm using is an X-Acto knife and acetone. So yeah, it took me a lot of time and patience to remove these donor soles. You just have to be very patient, guys. You don't want to rush it. And look, guys, it's a perfect fit. So now we have our replacement soles and brand new tread on the bottom. These uppers on these shoes are kind of funky, so I might just use them for like slippers or make something out of them or something. Check out these brand new soles that we're going to be putting onto the shoes instead of this grimy old flat soles. Alright, y'all know the drill. We're going to be using a Dremel tool to remove any of that factory glue that might hinder us from achieving ultimate adhesion. We're going to do the same thing on the upper material. So we're just going to go back and forth like an argument on the upper material to remove all of that excess factory glue. I'm actually going to switch the drill bit to a flatter head so it'll be a straight line. Alright, man, I'm just trying to protect you, the viewer, from whatever diseases are out there in the world. So I'm going to protect you from the coronavirus, the Lagunitas virus, the Hennessy virus, whatever the hell it is. You'll be safe with me. Alright, guys, it's my favorite time of day. We're going to be using acetone and cotton balls. So with this, we're going to be removing any factory glue that we might have missed, just to make sure that our bond is bond. Hey, y'all, I just want to take this time to really appreciate you guys for supporting this channel. And, you know, I want to give back by recommending like a few books that I'm currently listening to. Right now, I'm listening to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it's one of those, give a man a fish, he'll be fed for a day, but teach a man how to fish and he'll be full for the rest of his life type shit. So, and if you guys have big dreams of being a millionaire and providing for your family like me, like, you know, I feel like this book would be perfect for you guys, you know? So I urge you guys to take a listen. It's free, so why not? And in the midst of me rambling on, right now I'm applying adhesive on the upper material leather and on the rubber sole. Alright guys, everybody knows that I'm the best restorer in the world, so this gives me superpowers that allows me to sole swap within a second. Oh no, I just got the juice like that. Alright, now I'm gonna use a sewing awl to stitch back the rubber sole onto the upper material. Alright y'all, so it's time to paint the upper material. So we finna tape up the rubber sole so we don't get any paint on it. And it must be Christmas because we get to use cotton balls and acetone to remove the varnish that is left on the upper material. So this step is critical because we want our paint to adhere perfectly. Alright, so we can tell that the leather is pretty banged up, so we might have to use sandpaper to smooth down the leather. The first thing that we're gonna do first is repaint the white portion of the leather. So I've taped up everything that isn't white, and we're gonna airbrush white paint onto the upper material. So now the white leather paint is looking really crisp. So now it's time to paint the red paint onto the leather. Alright, so I used a stencil to make the stars appear again. So they look pretty damn good. And if you guys are interested in buying this stencil, please email me at manalorestorations@gmail.com. So you want to go online and see how to place the stars. So I'm just going to go on my phone, do a quick search on Google. And you know what, man? Can we just take a quick appreciation on my puppy right now? That's what she looked like when I got her. And this is what she looks like now. She looks like a straight up ABG with the blonde hair. And she's just the cutest puppy. All right, going back on track. So you can see that the middle star is right behind the swoosh, so that's where I'm gonna place it as well. And so I'm gonna cut slits in the material to alleviate any tension that is you know, being tensionized on the stencil, only because that there's multiple layers on the shoe, so we want to make sure that it's completely flat on the panel that we want to apply the stars on. And make sure you really want to press it in there so we have nice and crisp stars. And shout out to Angelus Direct. This is the gold that I'll be using and it looks perfect. So after multiple coats, I finally got to remove the stencil, and this is the results of the stencil work. So the stars have been reapplied, the white paint has been renewed. It's now time to revitalize the red croc print material. And there's a lot of scuffs all over the shoes, so I'm really hoping for the best that we'll be able to fix everything. And shout out to Vic Almighty, my boy, from Ashuvinator, another brother from another Mexican mother. My mom is Filipino. And yeah, man, shout out to him for recommending using pink paint to patch up red leather, so it'll take less coats of you applying red paint opposed to using white paint to patch up your red leather, if that makes any sense. Alright guys, so now I'm applying a pre-mixed paint that I cooked up myself, and it looks really close to the original, and it looks a lot better, to be honest. So we're gonna be touching up all of the areas, all of the leather with this red paint and make it look brand spanking new. And the croc print originally has a satin coat on it. It's not too high of a gloss, but this is just right in the middle. So I'm gonna be using satin from Liquitex. And so as I was peeling off the tape from the rubber sole, I've noticed that there was some paint that did protrude out of the tape and did get onto the rubber sole. So it's a super easy fix. All I gotta do is just tape up the areas of the leather that I don't want to get acetone on, and I'm just using cotton balls and acetone again. Yo, these lace locks are pretty trashed, so we are gonna fix it by using a Dremel tool, by sanding it down and repainting it with gold paint. Alright y'all, it's fully sanded down to the bare metal. I'm gonna be applying Bulldog adhesion promoter to make sure that our gold spray will bond properly. And I'm gonna be using Rust-Oleum Gold to apply our gold paint. Alright, so this is the finished product and it looks as good as new. So the last thing we gotta do is decrease the toe box. So right now I'm stuffing the toe box with plastic bags, and I'm gonna be using a t-shirt for this, and I'm gonna be using an iron with a steamer to remove the creases. Alright you guys, this is the end of the video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe, otherwise Mr. Krabs will go after you, and if you do subscribe, he might give you the Krabby Patty formula. And again, click on the link down below to get 2 months free of Skillshare Premium, and you might impress your crush with a new skill. Alright y'all, take care and God bless. Yay! Hey yo, what's up you guys, it's John Manalo. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Not only will that thumb be blue, but it'll also help me reach other people that want to see these types of videos as well. And if you guys really want to see more, subscribe down below, guys.